aren't live yet. We are.
Okay, so
Disorganized Kittens are live. Live from North Texas RPG Con. Officially day one. Officially the unofficial whiskey tasting, because we can't do this officially without offending, I don't know, powers that be. So with me is Chris Stodgill. Chris donated his time, his whiskey, and I guess blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully not in the whiskey.
There was some blood involved.
Oh, all right.
Unfortunately,
that might not
it
pass.
got on the other stuff, not on any of this.
Oh, okay,
on the box
okay.
that was rejected.
So
that's the second box, that big one.
I am going to shut my loud yap at this point. I'm going to hand this over to Chris, and I will start going through you yabbers in the live chat, which have been yabbering.
Okay. Well, I don't think we really need to go into the big long history of this event, because they can always look up it on YouTube if they want to themselves. But this is either the third or the fourth year, depending on how you want to look at it. I don't really care how you look at it.
Well, it's the third. It's the third with whiskey, but the fourth with really bad alcohol. No, I'm not saying it's going to be really bad.
No. It was really bad, and I warned you, but no.
So we were desperate.
I still remember. I believe it was you. I remember specifically going, "This tastes like radiator fluid," and my name was mentioned so many freaking times. So like, Eric, if I'm going to get some publicity, I worked at a liquor store at the time. It's like, if I'm going to get some publicity, it better be something decent, not for crap. Because, I got a professional reputation at that time. Okay. So this year, this is all German. And I think we should, if you guys want, I have note cards to take notes and pencils. But let's be realistic. Odds are you're not going to be able to get any of this. You're not going to go home and go, "Ooh, I really like that. Let me get a bottle of that." No, you're going to have to go to Germany to find it.
Oh,
unfortunately. So, I mean, if you really wanted one of these, I might be able to hook you up to, where you can get it, try to get it imported, but realistically, it's not happening. I happen to be in Germany this year, and yeah, I know. It took a lot of effort. They're numbered. Who cares?
Somebody got an early start before sitting at the table.
The thing is whiskey in Germany is very young. The very first distiller, we're talking mid to late 80s. I was able to find a couple bottles like in the grocery stores, but for the most part, just trying to get 6 was very difficult. This is not whiskey. This is a bonus one. If anybody here been to Germany, spent time in Germany? Okay. So it's not common after a meal, before you normally take your libations, to have a little, sometimes an aperitif, but they also consider it more of a digestive. Jägermeister is a great example, but this is not Jägermeister, because why would I get something that everybody and their dog can buy and is terrible? This is probably terrible, but we'll find out. Starting with the bonus, yes.
Starting with the bonus.
And then I will show you what it is.
Oh, it actually doesn't smell bad.
I've had mouthwash that smell better.
Oh, that's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Yes, and it's supposed to be very herbal.
We should have ended with this.
So this was a class called kraut liquor. Doesn't mean it's made from sauerkraut, but yes. But this is something nutritional, like either an aperitif or I'm used to seeing it more as a digestive. So if you went out to a nice restaurant, they may give you a small shot of this to help settle your stomach after you're
settle your
done
stomach.
eating.
Oh, my stomach is very settled.
Yes. This isn't very strong. It's 50%, so it'd be 100 proof.
It's bringing tears to my
So
nose.
it's kind of strong. It's kind of strong.
You bastard.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love that the women over here just like put it down there.
Yeah. It's got some flavor in the back end. I'm sorry. Oh, man, looking at your face, that made every penny spent worth it. Do you need some water? I do have a bottle of water. Do you need some water?
No.
Yes, there's water up top there.
Oh,
But we have.
there's some water up there.
There is.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
All right.
No.
And I do want to point out, before we start the actual. So in the front here, we do have a memorial chair. The chair's not actually there, so everybody can see it. And I printed out the poem, "The Empty Chair," to help remember, gamers that have passed, no longer with us. So they do have a round of drinks and a coaster. The coaster, by the way, is a memento to take home.
Oh.
I will do this again next year, hopefully better, because I try to improve every year within reason. And then flip it over.
Oh,
See, by putting my so-called company's logo on the back, this now becomes a business expense.
lesson 101 in economics.
Yeah.
Well.
Exactly.
This is
Yeah. Okay. So, number one, I'll be honest with you. Number one is not a whiskey. What?
demonetized.
Yeah, if you want to take notes, the thing is,
Oh,
this is something
I
we should
never
talk about at the moment for
monetized
the
this
most
one.
part.
I
But
was
if you
not.
want notes-
I was not that stupid.
What? Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Okay. Before we start, what did everybody think of the aperitif / digestive?
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It's what it is.
I-
and if you're not used to drinking that, that's exactly what
What
it
is?
should be. It's like a peppermint schnapsy Jägermeister.
Yeah, and I hate Jaeger.
No, it wasn't as bad as Jaeger.
But did you notice, to me, it had like a bit of an aftertaste. Yes. And the medicinal and almost a bit of honey.
All right, real quick. Here's my suggestion, right? So as a bourbon guy, it absolutely has an afterburn. So this is going to sound terrible, demonetized in 5. But what you should do is when you drink these, right? Hold it on your tongue for a second or two,
Yes.
and then swallow, and then you'll have a better shot of getting the afterbloom and
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some ghost pepper vodka, and everybody take a tiny sip, and you only taste it here.
Right.
And they go, "Oh my God, it's terrible!" No. Put that whole thing in your mouth, because
I mean,
then
here
you
we
get
go. Wait
the
for it.
full
Put it in your
flavor.
mouth, roll it around on your tongue. Give it a second and then swallow.
Have you been talking to my girlfriends?
You have girlfriends?
No, no, of course not.
Well, moving on.
Yeah. So next.
So, did anybody else have any opinion on it? So,
I do.
Yeah.
I found it NyQuil-esque.
really,
Yeah. Though
that's funny because my freshman year of college, the seniors, hey, go around. They had little gift boxes for all incoming freshmen, and in it was a thing of NyQuil. Well, it's August, it's hot, no one wants that crap. The seniors like, so we all gathered up, and for the week doing NyQuil shooters, because that's back when it was like 80 proof.
Chris is
You're like, woo!
Yeah.
I'm a sucker.
The cherry.
So-
the cherry flavored NyQuil-esque.
Yeah, it actually was. Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
So in
Moving
Germany,
on.
because they normally don't do whiskey. Whiskey is not a big thing, but obviously they distill. They do a lot of brandies. They have something else, and I'll bring it out after we try this number one. This would be as close to a normal moonshine, which I had some moonshine, but I'm like, no, let's do something that because moonshine's moonshine. Let's do something that's German.
German shine.
Yeah, German shine. Yeah.
Deutschshine.
Schreckshine.
And this is probably. I mean, this is what the hardcore drinkers do. Prost.
Ein,
Prost,
zwei. Das ist ein gutes Deutsche. Not beer.
And this is not paint thinner, I swear.
Is it lovely?
It's not bad. It's just strong.
It's just like a winter warm-up.
It's very strong.
That is weird. Whoa. I was expecting vodka, and this is somewhere between vodka and whiskey.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Really? No? Yeah, there's a little bit more in here. Yeah. And I don't think it's so. This one was this. So what do we make bourbon out of? What do we make whiskey out of normally? What's the biggest grain that we use? Yeah, corn. All right. So the Germans, this is corn. They call this corn. In this case, it's doppelkorn.
Oh.
But to them, corn is wheat. And so it's just basically distilled wheat.
Check in the morning. Yes,
Oh.
And it's 38% volume,
That was fucking
and
awesome.
it's very generic. This is
It's so bad.
yeah, this isn't good.
No. Yeah. Oh, so this is a cheaper.
Yeah, this is what I would have put instead of moonshine, which I did have the moonshine, but I thought, you know what, I'm gonna actually make something of the moonshine.
All right, so this was
It's corn.
No, I didn't. I hated it.
this. If you want to participate at home,
And that was the cheapest stuff too. I mean, it tastes like it was the cheapest stuff.
stop with rice and corn. So
Yeah. Anybody have any comments they really want to share on that one?
I do.
Please, Todd, go for it.
I found this to be reminiscent of Testers and airbrush cleaner.
It bothers me that you know what Tester's airbrush cleaner tastes
Come
like.
on, we all know what that tastes like.
I know what it smelled like.
In fact, I'd like to get a bottle to try it in my airbrush because I think
It actually, you know what, Ty? That was on the head.
There you go. Run it right through because I won't use it for anything.
My model building days
What?
came back to me as I saw it.
Well,
Yes
they
and no.
smelled it.
To them, it's corn because it's made with wheat. That's what they call corn.
Wheat corn, bison corn.
Yeah, bison corn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're actually showing the bottles.
Well,
It's a warning to others.
it's a warning. Yes. Take everything you learn. Because actually, I mean, if you think about it, fundamentally, that's what this is.
Sorry, guys.
It's a learning process.
I have a feeling it's going to get better.
The only way you figure out what you like and what you don't like.
Is there actually going to be whiskey in the whiskey?
Yes. The remaining ones are all whiskey.
Okay.
Oh, there's whiskey in the
Or
jar.
actual
Okay.
whiskey.
Okay, next year.
Hey, see the B? The B stands for. I've already bought next year's whiskey.
Okay, 2 years out, it's my turn. And it's gonna be a bourbon flight.
Okay, then you provide me. I'll make sure everything gets filled. But the B stands for bourbon.
You promise?
No, it stands for bonus.
You lie.
At least number 2 smells like whiskey.
That first
Oh,
one is
God.
It was.
Yeah, it was because it had flavor.
I bet the first one.
Hello, darkness. My old friend.
It had the first one actually had flavor. Whether you like the flavor or not is
It's getting
immaterial.
closer. It's getting closer. Every number gets a little.
Are we
'Cause I
ready,
don't think-
everyone, with,
And
Number 2. Ready for our number 2s.
Number 2. Number 2.
Okay.
Who does
And yeah,
number
and you need to
2
go
work
off the
for?
number off the top because you see, I had these labels made, and they're all. Everybody like the label though, outside of the squish mark. I'm putting the shot glass in front.
The best part of this bottle.
Yeah. So far. Well,
are we ready?
Yep.
Over the
Yep.
lips, straight to our hips.
Smells better.
Oh, that smells like something I recognize. Like,
Well, you live in New York City, so.
well,
Oh.
it doesn't smell like puke, all right?
That-
It's getting better, though. You have to admit. it's
But you didn't like
getting
number
better.
2?
Gradations are bad. The lack of flavor.
I think that one's actually whiskey.
Yeah. This one is actual whiskey. So before I show the bottle, well, I'm just saying I can show the bottle. Who cares? So this was Bunbury's Black Forest blended whiskey, double distilled.
What's it blended with?
Acetone.
It's hey, that's like a $40 bottle.
That's an entry point.
It is. It is.
Yeah, so is that for
But it's
rectal
double
use.
distilled. They distilled the, I don't know what. that is.
This I actually found at the local grocery store.
Here.
They sell alcohol at the grocery store
We'll have to put this on side of that bottle.
Yeah.
for rectal use only.
Are you
Yeah.
tasting this? Okay.
I don't know.
I tried to put them in what I thought might be ascending order of quality. But if you drink more,
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
so does anybody want to see the bottle?
So,
Or show their opinion?
That's the
This is-
truest thing you've said is that it is an ascending order.
So
So this was the least.
Well-
The lowest
Yeah,
quality.
yes.
could
Yeah.
be.
The white
Once again,
one
I
is
would like to make this.
Well, the
Wait,
B,
wait,
no, the B was just totally different. It's an aperitif. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found it to have a heady
So
I
nose.
like the B. I like the
So,
aperitif.
Yeah, me too.
Where's our flavor?
Can we have
See,
more
I am not that
aperitif?
sophisticated. I am not gonna. You're not gonna say, "Ooh, this is."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting hints of chocolate and elderberry. No,
No, I mean honestly, this is actually
elderberry root, but
this is really good because I would now I know if I ever go to Germany not to order any kind of bourbon or whiskey.
oh no. Honestly, go for brandies
Go
because
for-
they do a lot of
no whiskey,
brandies.
then.
And wine. Oh my God, German wine, I love.
Hey, Mark, you like it? Because your face, you need to tell your face. I've had worse.
Okay.
I know, I've given you worse.
Where did you
But
grow
number
up,
one
Paul?
thing wasn't whiskey. So. Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
You're like, I remember my first beer.
Alright, let me just throw this out. That after we're done here, I have a bottle of 14-year-old Calumet in the room that I'll use as a palate cleanser.
No, this is your palate cleanser.
Oh.
Or I got some pickle. I think I have one more can of pickle beer.
You know, don't threaten the guy with a good time.
Hand it down.
Oh, it's cold.
Hand it down.
No.
Yes. No, you asked for it. That was. Did that not sound like you wanted it? No backsies. You have to pay $25 not to drink that. Okay, 23. It actually tastes like a pickle. Like you're eating a pickle.
You're not
$20
selling here.
$20 to pickle beer drinker.
Oh,
I'm already drinking one, so I don't qualify.
who did?
Oh, the girls. I was like,
Wait.
It's
So
actually
you have to drink
the pickle beer, mind you.
What's up?
The pickle beer is actually pretty good.
Hold on a second. Did you have to drink the whole beer?
Oh yes. If there's money involved, an entire beer is required.
Run away! Run away!
It's done. Wait, Bill, come here.
It's hard to find around here.
Das ist eine
That's not
Pickelbier.
an
Das ist ein gutes sour Pickelbier. Ja. 1, 2, super. Oh, fuck.
let's go to number 3 because my taste buds are taking.
I gotta
Okay,
clear out
okay.
the taste of bad whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay, now while you guys are checking out number 3, I'll figure out which one it
So
is.
this has got to get.
Holy
Come on, Eric! Come on, Eric!
I like pickles.
It's 5.
We want to see you puke on
Someone
live.
tells me that's it.
Chug,
number 3.
chug, chug.
He's gonna
Savor it.
No,
Drink it slowly.
Eric.
He's gonna pop. He's
Oh.
All right.
It's like making love to the ugly.
Who's the
girl.
crony now? Who's the crony now?
I am the lead minion. It reminds me of like Mountain Dew if you aged it with a pickle for 2 years. Oh my god. Oh my
Tastes
god.
like I'm eating a pickle.
And I like pickles.
Pickle in that.
Hey, Mike, I hope you call
I received.
I know.
Mike just hold on. Mike, show them Mike just tried it.
I know. I just sniffed it.
He
No, I almost seen.
Wow.
Yeah, because Diet Dr. Pepper's gonna help that.
You can't even taste it.
Uncultured
it.
bastages.
Oh, you wanna sell it?
wow.
No.
No.
Number 3.
Just keep drinking, it doesn't get any better.
I needed to clean out my pickle palate.
All right.
A dollar.
Okay,
God.
optimism. I like it.
Ooh, wait a minute.
Let's see where we get you.
Yeah, it has a nice fragrance.
Are we up to number 3?
We're up to number
Yeah,
3.
number 3 has a nice smell. Of course, then maybe,
All right, number 3. Let's go to
dear
the
sweet
pickle
baby
beer.
Jesus, the flavor's in my mouth.
I still taste pickle. I got to rinse pickle out of my. Is there a spittoon somewhere?
Oh, we're getting close.
Smooth. It is. Smoother.
I had worse than Hong
Normally I drink basil.
Ooh.
Never been
Local
completely
stuff in something.
brutally drunk on Baijiu.
I have some good friends.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well.
Ah.
Oh wait a second. Actually,
Oh, my God.
it smells decent.
Oh, it does. Like your dick
What was
lips.
number 3?
Number 3 is the Cilliers.
I-
It's a single malt.
I just
German
I
single
just
malt.
drank pickle beer.
You didn't like it?
I haven't gotten to this yet. The
Oh, it's
pickle
not
beer-
terrible. You didn't like it, but it's not terrible. I get it. So it's in the,
It's not terrible. I'm with, as opposed to the other ones.
and their bottles are weird sizes too. So what is this? This is a 0.7 liters instead of a 750 like we would have.
It was
Yes.
What do you think about
And this is probably one of the biggest brands. I mean, I was able to see this this brand in multiple places.
the bottom shelf?
I feel less pickly.
They walk in.
How much can this cost? Hey, Chris.
But-
It does smell like butterscotch.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it had a nice smell.
That was it. I was like,
Yeah.
But it was there. It was there.
It was there.
God, my
Well,
sinuses are cleaned up.
so Ty, what? Since you seem to be our resident poet when it comes to these things,
There goes my
It's reminiscent of a can of new racquetballs when you open them and you smell them.
That harsh rubber smell. Like
we're all
Yeah.
not all, but we're generally pretty large guys. Do you think we've ever played racquetball?
I did. When I was thin, I did.
Yeah, now that I think of it, I did play racquetball when I was thin.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's how I discovered I was losing my sight.
Like that sort
The
of.
ball would go in and out
I'm
of
so glad
focus.
I came down from my room for this.
Okay.
Hey, we didn't charge you.
Came down for your room.
Okay.
Free
no-
entertainment.
Okay, they're getting better.
Lucky number 4.
They're getting better.
Hey, nobody played that.
But are they?
Number 4?
Don't say that.
You're loving every minute of this. Admit it.
Number 4.
I don't think so.
I don't really smell. It's a neutral. Yeah.
Anybody else?
I'm not smelling anything on
Do
this.
we all have COVID? Have we all lost our sense of smell?
No, it does not smell like anything.
It really doesn't.
You can prove it by smelling some pickle beer, and if you can smell the pickle beer, you don't have COVID.
Oh.
I think it's a little smoother.
That was close. I came close.
Oh.
How is it?
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
The aftertaste is the other
That sweetness, that melon thing.
Five.
Oh, oh.
4 on the floor.
All right.
It's a cardboard after.
Okay. No, this one was interesting because the distiller was out in the middle of nowhere in Germany.
There's a reason. So, Chris,
I'll take this. First, I said, I kept saying, doesn't smell like it. And he goes, are you drinking it? I go, no. He goes, drink it now. Misery loves company.
All right.
This place was pretty cool. They used to import horses, and then they decided they fell in love with Texas Longhorn cattle. So almost all the Texas Longhorn cattle are in Europe are from this farm. And then they decided to do distilling, and they've got like a whole Western thing going on there. And it was hilarious because they wanted us to go look at and tour and visit the Longhorn cattle. And we're like, we're all from Oklahoma, right? We freaking Longhorn cattle. That's just cattle. That's just cattle. But they had you go to, and then the horse barn. There's horses on one side, hay on the other, and then still. And it looked like an actual dungeon that they aged this stuff in. So this was Franconian Highland, another single malt whiskey.
Hold on, it's
Franconian
It's from Germany.
Highland.
It's called Highland.
It's the Highlands of Germany.
Highland in Germany. Highland.
Yeah, and they do, but they had some awesome liqueurs. But since we're not for the most part doing liqueurs,
All right, so this would be
this one you probably could get shipped here if you really wanted it.
I don't
which
think
obviously
anybody-
you wouldn't want it. But
I imagine if durian fruit would smell so horrible had a taste that I could actually survive, that would be the taste of
if I didn't want to hoard it, I should have brought their walnut liqueur because you guys would have died for it. It was so good.
Yeah, that's like
I should have bought more bottles of that instead of this. But
and then that tastes good.
whiskey tasting that all you're drinking is a walnut liqueur. Yeah, you'd be like,
My tongue has gotten numb by it. Really. I don't.
It's yellow. It's yellow again.
Oh, why are we back to yellow? We're back to yellow.
oh yeah. Let's see. They're complaining about the color.
What is the word for?
We're doing 5.
Hey, this one doesn't.
Number 5.
In German or in
German is one word. We know that.
Das ist Pilsen, ja?
German?
Number 5, 5, 5, 5. Let's sing a song about 5.
Mark does. Doesn't smell bad.
It doesn't
smell like anything.
It smells like
This one doesn't smell
Yeah,
bad.
this has a sweeter smell.
I have a curious
Just move
desire
on.
to
I
invade
see what the other
potion does.
Invade Poland.
I have an overwhelming orders to take over the Sudan land.
Really? This was one of the most expensive bottles I
My
found.
God.
But the stuff in it was.
Are you kidding?
So you remember Christopher?
Crystal bottle.
How
How I ate those kettle chips earlier?
That is not worth it. Holy crap. I got robbed.
All the little cuts.
Really?
It tastes like burn.
Wow.
It tastes like fire.
Oh, there's a little bit of aftertaste to them. I'm enjoying it. The aftertaste a
The
little.
aftertaste is hurting it. It doesn't help. It was okay
Really?
until the aftertaste for me.
Yeah, so this was Stonewood Bavarian whiskey. It's a Bavarian single malt aged 7 years.
In what, concrete?
Honestly, my German isn't good enough, but I'm going to say no.
Like
Holy
those
crap.
asbestos tiles that were in the
all six in one thing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this is all in German, so they're trying to tell you what the finish is like and what the Geschmack is and the Duff and the Optic. That's what it looks like.
I'm
Duff,
invisible.
Marzig, Fischer.
I think the finish is a smooth asbestos. That's what it is.
They're supposed to have hints of vanilla,
Yeah.
chocolate. No.
No.
Bullshit.
All due respect, your brother can go.
What do you say?
He goes. I have only one sub to give, but but I'd like to see him finish the pickle beer. They're like, hey, 2 subs. Take I will
We're gonna
finish
need
the
big-
pickle beer.
Brother,
No?
that's a different game.
Oh
I am
shit! All right.
very
I thought-
disappointed.
I just saw the D.
All right.
Yeah.
There's not enough night to finish the picture.
Now we
Please,
have something
share.
from East Germany.
So,
It had a pecan flavor, but reminiscent of lava soap without the pumice.
Right now, I think I'd appreciate the pumice.
Yeah.
Something to
Hey, and if
up
someone
my
from
inside.
Stonewood is watching, which they aren't, really, guys, you need to up your freaking game because holy crap! I think this was the most expensive bottle.
You know what lava
I am.
tastes like?
He's a
I
lawyer.
should-
still without the puppets. How did you do that?
Wow.
It's in the club. This is the
Oh, so far I think we're learning something. Don't buy whiskey from Germany. Holy crap! Wow.
It's a bottle that never goes.
Yeah. Some Americans, they don't know. Some Germans, they don't know.
I put a lot of effort into this, guys.
No, it's a great-
Oh, I'm not crying because of you.
He's crying because it's a pickle beer. I want
Next
my-
year, I've already
I
got
want
it's
my
all American.
pickle helmet.
Is any of it any good? All right.
I know the bonus at least will be
Hey, what's the story?
Wait, there's a bonus?
I like the mark.
number 6. What's the story? Let me see if there's a
I
story.
would rather have the bonus.
Okay, well, this has been aged. Number 6 has been aged for 6 years. It's from the same company, unfortunately, that did this,
All right.
and it's aged in first filled in used American oak casks from the Garrison Brothers, which no, that's not uncommon. But then they finished it in new German chestnut casks. No, because
I have never had. I don't think I've ever had whiskey aged in chestnut.
yeah, it was it was aged in 2 different barrels. The second barrel being aged, and it's been aged for 6 years. So they did 3 years in one, and I think 3 years in the other.
Don't smell that bad.
Doesn't smell that bad. Just what you
Oh,
want
actually, I
to
kind of like the smell.
It's a ringing in those lips. All right.
I don't think it smells as good as this one did.
You know, drinking all 6 of these.
But I would say this, smell wise, this is number 2 for me.
Yeah, I agree. It's up there.
But it's not as
I'll keep
fun.
them all.
They don't resize that. It makes me think my freaking vision's going.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm just messing with it. Who cares?
Okay, Bill, this is the best one. By far. But I mean,
So you mean it's whiskey?
number 6.
I'm not sure.
Aftertaste.
Oh.
This one is actually the worst. Yeah.
It has the
And right before the aftertaste hits, there's a weird and
it
stringent.
has the most
It's like I'm sucking on a chestnut.
All right. So that,
Okay, if you ever go to Longhorn Distillery,
It tastes
we've learned do not
All right,
buy
I
the
gotta
whiskey,
do this one first.
but I do highly suggest
Mike, get your drink back.
their walnut liqueur and apple. I'm not a big apple pie moonshine fan.
Hey, no
Everybody does
face
it,
on
they
that
usually
one.
are,
Holy
eh.
shit.
Theirs was awesome.
That was the best.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
Well, but number
six
but
has
the
the
bonus is
aftertaste
NyQuil
of
S,
walk.
so that can offset your.
That's
blood
the
pressure.
goodness.
That's actually not bad.
That's actually right.
Compared to what we drank earlier.
Now, it's
I think that the use.
I think it's clear the Germans need to do this for another 200 years, like we have. Yeah, that's really what it is. They just need to do it for another 200 years so they get where we're at. Okay.
Number 6.
Wait. The guys, this has got to be good.
I found number 6 to be earthy, like chicken coop dirt. with the slightest hint of creosote.
Ooh.
I believe there's also just a trace of asbestos.
I think so. Burn. I burn it, but it won't.
Wow. At this point, I'd normally say, hey, does anybody want a little bit more of any of these?
Good luck.
Yeah.
What time is that bar open out there?
Well,
Bud?
It's open now. Oh my God.
Edwin, there's a backpack on your chair.
Chester's airbrush.
It's on your chair.
Yes.
Please,
I am so.
please pull the bottle out of that so I can.
All right, here's the deal.
And I do have shot glasses in that box.
Okay,
I have shot glasses.
let's go back to reality. Yeah, I got balconies.
There's some shot glasses in that small wooden box
Let's get a
too,
reality.
and there's like 40. So
I'm gonna have to leave half the bottle for me. I'm gonna have to.
I want to.
it should have been in there. Red? Oh, maybe I moved it to the other box.
They're in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. He gave them all to me, and I didn't realize it. I got them right here.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank you for doing this.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was worth it.
You
for my
got.
faithful
Yeah, hey,
person alone.
I had no idea because I wanted to participate
There's a
along with
box.
you all.
There's a butt.
I'm very thankful. And you didn't kill us this year. Try again. Wow.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think what they ate.
Yeah.
It was a great try.
It was great. Thank you very much.
this was not worth the expense.
For any of us. That last
Comedy
one, I think was
was-
just American barrel.
Every single guy.
I think
Yeah,
what
okay.
they had- I think what they fermented in that was salamander.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you look it up, I can't remember what these make, but the Garrison brothers make some really high-end
Boy, you guys
whiskeys.
have to drink all this stuff.
Oh, hey, the ketchup crew.
Come on. We got some-
Come on down.
we
Just
got
go
some
1, 2,
whiskey
3,
you
4,
guys
5,
can
6.
try. It's German whiskey. You're gonna love it.
You'll be like, oh my God, Germany, they all love me.
It is an educational experience.
You're gonna. It's amazing, right?
No, I'm really. That's the whole idea. It's supposed to be an education.
You're gonna want
And
to.
we.
You gotta get in on it.
Okay.
Does anybody want some True Blue?
Oh, I meant
Guys, I have not drunk hard liquor since college, and watching you has reinforced that decision.
This is Texas whiskey. It's my favorite Texas whiskey.
You're a wise man.
And that's what I was thinking about doing 2 years from now was Texas whiskey.
You guys want some?
Okay, I think. How many more need to be passed down, if any?
How many more?
How many more? Any more? Any more?
Any more? Anybody want-
And I'm hearing nothing.
1, 2, 3, 3 more.
It's called Balcones. Balcones True Blue.
Oh, is this one with the big blue star on it?
Big blue.
Yeah.
How many more?
Very smooth. He doesn't.
Okay, just one more then for me.
Here's
And
some
I think
more.
we're good then.
You're in,
We'll pass ours down.
Jim, you're in Texas. You need to try
Wait, I
one
didn't pour me
Texas
one.
whiskey. I'm gonna guarantee you will not be disappointed.
Very warm right here where you expect it.
Eric, you look like you can go to bed right now.
Oh, my
I just want to snuggle up in my bed with my
Oh,
German
wow.
whiskey
There we
Well,
go.
thank you.
and watch it flow out of my body.
Thank you, John.
Not inequality, but
Yeah.
Very smooth.
a toast to our host.
A toast to our host.
Thank you.
Bravos.
Thank you. Oh.
Rose to the host. And to the empty chair.
And to those who aren't with us,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, America.
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah.
Coming towards the stadium from Jersey.
Fuck yeah!
This is
more about the
This is like $250 to $300 worth.
So, would you like you want a true story?
Uh-oh.
All right. So, listen. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We gotta move the mic down for the true story.
All right. Here's the deal.
The true story of Jim Kitchen, told by.
Jack had one of the best burns, I think.
All right.
So you want to repeat it for the cheap seats?
I said that I know that he's been to the red light district, so this is not the first time he got fucked by the Germans.
Oh! And it's legal, so don't judge. I had a very good 25th birthday. Let's just put it that way. I was paying, but it was a good.
I'm very upset that these whiskeys are legal.
Yeah. So Jim has a story.
Yeah,
So here's the deal. So a few years ago, a bunch of investors actually went around and bought up every single last distillery they possibly could. So they bought Suntory in Japan. They bought William Heaven Hill in Kentucky, and so on and so forth. And then after they had assembled all of them together under one umbrella, they decided they wanted to look and see who was actually the best at distilling and who knew the most about actually making good whiskey. And much to Suntory's shame, they decided that the master distillers at Heaven Hill were the ones they needed to send around the world. And for 2+ years, the master distillers of Heaven Hill went around to raise the standards of Suntory and all the rest of it. And so America, fuck yeah.
Oh, actually, this one, are they both American? Another one's Texas. I guess that's American.
Sort of.
So if you would like, this is a bottle of Calumet 14-year aged. And it is
fantastic.
Yeah.
Want to pass the little cups down, and if anybody wants it,
Okay.
throw it.
Yeah, so it's not aged.
Oh, keep coming.
Oh well, a little
At
obvious.
least I didn't hit anyone on the head.
Yeah.
Wind shear took it out of
Does anybody want some down there?
What is it?
Yeah, pass the cups down. Everybody
It's
want
his,
one?
yeah.
Donated by the, there you go.
You want fresh cups?
They have here.
Oh, yeah.
I like Jim.
That one is yours. Like,
No. It's a real
Like-
It's not the like.
Mike?
Yes.
And these are like.
I really did like that.
Oh,
Very smooth.
It's my favorite.
Good taste. It doesn't burn.
No.
Very good.
And Joe was the one that got me hooked initially on pickle shot.
That's the hostess. The hostess with the hostess.
No more pickle beer. I can't.
No pickle shot.
Ever. All right, now
wow.
wait a minute.
Those words should go together.
All right, so this is Calumet 14 years. This is a good entry point for bourbon.
What is it?
Calumet 14 years. So
Yeah, I can have one more.
we're coming. We got the specimen glasses. We're
Well,
working.
I'm just by default an impatient individual. I'm trying to work on that.
Wow. That's like a brand new can of racquetballs.
Get me away from me, Satan. Go ahead. Tell me how 4.0 D&D was better than everything else.
Oh, I'm smelling balls all right. I wouldn't say they're racquetballs.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Boy, that escalated.
Yeah, I did.
Right for the nuclear options.
That isn't even a start.
Sorry about that.
What's the proof on that?
Thank you. I got some. Thanks.
What's the proof on
I
that?
3,000. I was expecting something higher.
It's the little one. I know.
So that's
understand.
Yes.
I know. I
Should be right on the front.
Oh, that'd be 96 too. So here's.
Okay, I thought it was a little high.
So no.
No
So
problem.
this is my grandmother went to finishing school, right, in Virginia, and none of it took. She smoked and drank whatever she wanted from about the time she was 13 on.
You go, girl.
And her advice was really simple: never buy anything that isn't at least 95 proof. And if you're paying more than $40 a bottle, you're getting cheated. But well, that's bullshit. So I love her, but I love Calumet. You can find it everywhere. It's got wide distribution in the U.S. And as far as if you want here's my two go-tos. If you want a good bottle of bourbon to make mixed drinks with, I think Willet Pot Still. It comes in a really unusual
Yes.
Italian glass bottle. It's like $40, $50 for a bottle, and it's amazing. And then I also, you can't find Blanton's anymore because all the bourbon hounds sniff it up. But Calumet's really easy to find. And Calumet, anything over 10, 12 years, you're not going to go wrong. The older you go, the better you're going to get. I find it as a really nice, smooth drinking. But cheers.
Cheers. It smells gorgeous.
So Jim, when exactly did you become an investor in Calumet?
No, I'm not an investor. I'm just a
Well, you are
participant.
You are indirectly.
The state said I didn't need to disclose that.
So here, I'll tell you another little thing. So I used to have the inn with my local liquor store. And so I have a bottle. I have a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle 23 years, a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle 21 years, and a bottle of Pappy 19 that I'm saving for my son's rehearsal dinner. So if he ever gets married,
We're gonna come. We're gonna come
That's
visit.
right, exactly.
We're gonna visit you.
That's right, we are.
Yes.
They're not bad. Don't get me wrong. I just
So
think they're a little
did you ever have Conquistador, the Coronado Conquistador, their 30-year tequila?
Definitely not. I'm not a tequila fan.
So I'll give you, okay.
A little bit.
So the tequila you should buy, right? If you like whiskeys, if you like higher end whiskey, I'm not kidding. My favorite tequila is Herradura Celestian Supreme. So it's about $300 a bottle,
No problem.
Oh, wow.
but it is the smoothest tequila, closest to whiskey or unbelievable scotch that you can try. And so if you go to a bar and they have a bottle, you should try it.
As a sipping tequila?
It's a sipping tequila.
My favorite's Corleone.
Oh,
Madeira.
I'm telling you now, Gary, it's liquid pandy.
They number the bottles. They still make everything the old-fashioned way, very deliberately.
Yeah.
Madeira.
Oh, dude.
Adara what?
I mean, they're going to blow them off for the weekend, Gary.
We are getting into the weeds.
So hey, I read the back of the bottle. It says
Joseph,
Jim Kitchen CEO. I mean,
That explains more than I needed to.
That was really good.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's another good intro bottle.
That was really good.
That's good Angel 50.
Very smooth.
Dr. Speck.
So what is the name of the
like
tequila?
popular
Madeira?
refrain from the one song when I was over there.
Herradura Celestian Supreme.
Here, I will put the microphone back for you, sir. All right. So,
What did we learn today?
what did we learn today?
Don't buy whiskey from outside of the United States.
Well, no,
Canada. Sorry, I do like Canadian whiskey.
Irish.
Oh, well, that's more than one word.
Yeah, we have all had far whiskey to this. All of us.
Yes.
So let's don't slam.
Yeah, that's technically, yeah. But for the money, they still got a ways to go. But I said, even this company, even though I did not like either one of their whiskeys, honestly, their liqueurs
are good.
Were, oh my God, were they good. I've got 2 bottles of their walnut liqueur. And there's a reason why I didn't bring them here, because I'm a selfish SOB. Not right now, thank you. I'm already a little. I'm
Thank
a
you,
lightweight,
sir.
so I'm already a little.
Awesome.
How you doing? I'm not to the point where I'm streaking yet, but.
Folks, we are going to wrap this up because well, the debauchery is going to be starting soon. You can't be witnessing.
You want to just text it to me?
And I was going to go to the hotel bar after this. I don't think I'm going to. This might be an early night. I'm going to be up for a 7 o'clock podcasters gathering.
When I first became a JTAC, it was for
Folks, thank you so much. Everybody in the live
I
stream.
learned so much.
Everybody that watches this on replay. It's a unique experience. If you've, by the way, if you've never been to North Texas, Courtney Campbell,
And I liked it.
first time. James Raggy,
So they're like, hey, where are you
first time. A number of others, first
Well,
time
I drive in a 113,
to
so I'm a little
North
quick.
Texas RPG Con.
So I am not going to be playing big boys.
If
I'll just
you-
move forward when I need to. And
If
I
you're
just tell
somebody
everybody
who
to look
stresses
for
in
me
crowds,
with the EA guys.
this is like coming to a big family reunion. Everybody
Well, it's always
And two,
will
treat
I
you
can
like
tell them
family.
not to shoot down the aircraft.
You
'cause they
really
suck at doing
can't
their
go
job.
wrong.
And I'm
All
sorry
right,
that probably
folks.
got broadcasted, but that was the truth.
I wasn't listening. As always, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll the dice,
I do
roll
have
the
a
well.
game that starts at
We'll
2.
catch you again tomorrow. That's a live stream. Myself, Glenn Hallstrom, random guests. I'm guessing 8 Eastern. It could be 9. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Okay, I'll tell you.
All right, folks.
208.
Sorry.
208.